Hi, I'm Lynn Brick. Welcome to Fit Tip number 16, Transverse Tighten Up. Now, do you have a menopot? In other words, a little pot belly because you're going through the menopausal process? Well, after you deliver a child, you normally have a little bit of a pot belly because your uterus is trying to regain its normal shape. It takes about 6 weeks to do so. But as we get older and our hormones change and there's stress in our life, we have a tendency to get this little pot belly. How can you fight it? How can you defy it? And it's important to do that because it's an indication of your level of health and well-being. Not just because the fat that you can pinch on the outside, but the fat that might even be intra-abdominal or intravisceral. We call it intravisceral fat, which has actually been determined by research to be toxic. Can lead to diabetes, heart disease, cancer, stroke, as well as dementia. Oh my gosh! So it's important to make sure you have transverse tighten up because it's the basic foundation of all your core training, all your cardio training and your strength training, as well as great posture. So how do you do that? Well, this is how you do it. If you want to sit up nice and tall, even on a stability ball, you connect the dots between your bone here, your symphysis pubis, and your belly button. Ooh, zip up that imaginary zipper. The next step, step number 2, is to connect the dots between your belly button and your spine. And you should feel everything in a neutral position, not to the point of you're pushing your hips forward or pushing your hips back. Okay, a neutral, natural spine for you. Okay, and the third thing you need to do is pull your muscle in. It should feel as if it's taking your breath away. So try that in a seated position. Now, if you have great balance, you should be able to lift your leg, especially on the stability ball, lift your leg and not lose your balance. Now I want you to do the same thing on the floor. Those exact 3 steps. Step number 1, zip up the imaginary zipper here. You can even close your eyes and imagine that mummy tummy or your little menopot belly is disappearing away. Step number 2, connect the dots between your belly button and spine and form that neutral spine for you. Okay, so it doesn't mean you need to push your back down or you're obviously not going to have a little space here. Okay, step number 3 is to press in through your transverse abdominis. All right, so you should feel as if your breath is being taken away. All right, I know Victor talks about holding your stomach in, but really what you want to do is tone up, tighten up that transverse abdominis. So for more information about this fit tip and other fit tips, please log on to LynnBricks or BrickBodies.com. And I'd love to hear your comments, concerns, and questions, so please communicate with me through my blog on the website. And if you'd like to forward this to a friend or a coworker, please hit the button below. And until we meet again, you go, girl.